Hey everybody, I'm back. And I'm sorry for the lack of content on my channel. I do have something kind of excited. I made a lot of videos for a project that wanted some videos on Splinterlands, and so those will be posted pretty soon, but they wanted to post them on their platform first. Pretty cool, huh? We'll talk about it more in the future. But today I'm going to go ahead and do my town hall recap from the town hall earlier today. It was a relatively low-key town hall, and then they dropped some major possible things for us to vote on when it comes to some major changes to some different things within the game, but I'm going to cover that in its own special video because it's kind of wasn't part of the town hall, which was weird, but at the same time maybe they wanted to just put out feelers for that stuff, get feedback, which is mostly negative so far, and then maybe they'll change their mind on even trying to do that. Now once again, I do the town hall recaps on my YouTube channel and my Hive blog. If you make a comment on the Hive blog, you get your name on the winner's wheels, and we're going to pick 2 people to win 1,000 DEC just in a little bit. And then if you go ahead and make a comment on the new post, you'll have a chance to get your name on this wheel for next time. All right, so the town hall today was pretty, I'd say overall was pretty mellow, with some interesting, amazing news on just one major topic. And you could almost just talk about the Rooney launch, but there was a few other things that happened. Okay, so let's just hop into it. The Rooney launch, they actually have a partnership with the OpenSea. So as you can see here, I have it up. There is a Rooney OpenSea page now where they talk about it. You can set a reminder. They have the allow list. They have the November 3rd actual public mint. There's this, video here that you can watch about how unique everything is, which is pretty cool. It's just like, the little 30-second promo that we've seen before. And then they have some examples of the different ones that you can get. Again, this is kind of funny. Do you want one that looks like Goofy and doesn't match? Or do you want one holding a fish just because it's awesome? Now, one of the things that is kind of interesting about all this is there apparently is going to be a way for us to possibly swap the weapons around. So that is very interesting to think that on the background, the Splinterlands team is going to be able to say, take this fish and swap it out for this cool spear if you wanted to. Or maybe this assassin could swap out his fire for this blade if you thought that was a better look. Look, that's like a water assassin. That's kind of interesting, right? But needless to say, the Rooney list having its own page on OpenSea, it's already going to be a checkmarked project, and hopefully it's going to have a lot of volume, sell out really quick, and bring some eyes of some people who are just paying attention to what's selling on OpenSea. All right. It says beyond, the big thing to know here is that they had a really good communication with the OpenSea team. And so there's a possibility that we could see some more Ethereum type drops, and some connections to some other Ethereum projects. And I know not a lot of people who play Splinterlands are big fans of Ethereum, but hey guys, there's some big pockets over there. There's some people that make big trades. And if you bring in like a whale who buys a Rooney because they want to have one, they want to import their Rooney into the game, and then they're going to need to buy cards to play with it, they could easily come in and buy a complete collection, some of them. So we'll just have to see if this can actually build our player base with maybe some players with some deeper pockets. Now, something to remember, if you have an allow list spot, i.e. like me who minted 4 on the day they were released on Splinterlands, you won one in the ARG thing or in the many AMAs they had that maybe I should have hung out at, but they run a lot of them when I'm at work. If you have any of those, it's going to open up on tomorrow, the 25th at what time was it again? I think 11. Yeah, 11 a.m. PDD for me, so you have to change that to your time. But there's no real rush because if you have an allow list spot, then you get to mint. So I'm not going to go live at this mint because I have a work meeting and then I have a dentist appointment after the work meeting. But sometime in the afternoon, I'll probably go live and I'll mint my Roonies and we'll get to take a look at them, and I'll, finally be able to set up my giveaway that I'm doing. So make sure that you're following me for updates on how you can possibly win a free Rooney from me, because somebody is going to win that Rooney, but there's going to be a lot of things you might have to do to have a really good chance. So this should be kind of fun to do. Okay. Some of the things that are nice to note when the allow list is live, you're going to be able to mint as many as you are allowed to mint in one transaction to save some money on those transaction fees. But when the public sale comes around, they're limiting it to only 3 allowed to be bought, but per wallet. So they're not allowing people to buy a whole bunch of these, only 3 per wallet. That's an interesting thing to do. That they have to be pretty confident they can sell out with limiting people to 3 per wallet. If you buy them in the allow list, those do not count against the 3 per wallet that you can mint in the public sale. So theoretically speaking, if I wanted to pay full price in the public sale, I could mint 3 more after minting my 4 that I've already bought a kit for. So that's something that's kind of pretty good to think about. Even if you've only got 1 or 2 maybe whitelist spots, if you're willing to spend a little more money, you can of course go ahead and mint up to 3 more on launch day. Overall, I just want to take a second more just to say the Rooney stuff could be really big if you have the funds and you can support the launch. That's why I decided to get 4 and mint out 4 of them. We're trying to build, kind of a name for Splinterlands on the OpenSea platform. And if we could do that, that would be something that would be pretty cool, I think, for the overall traction of our game. There were some talks about brawls and tournaments. A lot of people wanted to, basically they had a good talk. They're having these open tournaments now. I'll go ahead. I'm over here on the page. Oops, I was looking at the contestias. But the easiest way to find it is just literally search the word open. And you will find, well, actually, wait, I entered it. So I'll just look for my entered one. Here it is. So Gold Modern League Open. This is this Friday the 28th at 12 p.m. for me. Different time for you, depending on where you are. And it's 20 SPS to enter. You'll have access to all cards in gold for dice. It looks like dice and Rift Watchers. There's Chaos Legion in here. Rift Watchers, dice. Is it just Rift Watchers and dice? Rift Watchers may be used. Oh, there it is. Chaos Legion may be used. So it's modern. It's basically just modern. I was like, wait, where's the Chaos Legion? But they're just, the Rift Watchers kind of covers it up in my current resolution. So that's why that was there. I'm going to go ahead and try to play this. I should be able to. But if something comes up on Friday afternoon, I did take the day off of work. But if I'm too busy and I can't make it, that'll be kind of a bummer. But if I am able to play, maybe I'll live stream and we'll kind of check it out, given I don't know if I want to let somebody stream snipe me, right? What if somebody's looking for it? But it's pretty fun. It's 20 SPS to get into, which is kind of interesting because you're not guaranteed to get your money back unless you get into the top 64. And there's actually 186 people in this. So this is an interesting format for sure. And I don't know if I love the payout structure for in the beginning. Maybe these should be a little bit more forgiving as we're getting the first ones going to get more people willing to play. But at the same time, you have 186 people in here. That's not too bad. Hopefully these open tournaments can happen a lot more often. And give me your feedback. What would you guys like to see? Is Gold League kind of Gold Modern pretty good target? How's the 20 SPS? Is that too much, too little? Is this reward structure where, even if you might get 6 SPS back pretty easily if you're an okay player, but you have to be pretty good to get in one of these payouts. Last time in Gold Modern I made top 16, but that was at Splinterfest where I think some good competition was not around because they couldn't make the trip. So I'm not expecting to do near as well this time around. Now let's go ahead and jump back into here. The clip of the week was my guildmate Matt Clark, or as many people were referring to him as Matt 2 Classless Clark, but he might even be 3 Classless Clark now. I'll have to double check with him on that. He gave out a bunch of orbs to some of the different streamers on Splinterlands TV. I've got an orb from him in the past, so I'm not upset he missed my stream. But without a doubt, that was something pretty fun. You had a lot of different people opening orbs and pulling legendary cards, and it made its way into the clip of the week. I know Jim Morgan got one, and the winner got one as well. So good for them. And then you have the shout out crew. And the Q&A thing, the main things that got kind of brought up that were interesting was that Agrod is open to the idea of burning Chaos Legion packs. He said this a few times, but they don't know how they want to do it yet. So there's going to have to be some internal discussions on the team, and then there'll probably be a proposal in the future. That does mean that we might finally see those airdrop cards come out, maybe in a big rush, and I think that is the one thing that might prevent them from burning them all really quickly and stuff. But maybe they could do like you have until, I don't know, the end of November to buy the next 1 million packs or 2 million packs, and then we're going to drop the 2 airdrop summoners to give people like a month and a half to kind of top up their buys and get ready for those summoners to come out. And then if you don't buy them, we're going to burn packs up into their airdrop, and then do another one that says like, okay, for the last 2 airdrops, we're going to burn these 2 million packs in the next 2 months, and so you have 2 months to try to buy some more, and then those get burned, and then the last million, maybe they just leave those for sale. Maybe burn half of them. I don't know. What do you guys think? If we got to the last million packs, would there be some fire to try to buy them? I think that's what they're trying to figure out. And this is the only real thing they sell that gives them money. So asking them to destroy those is kind of interesting. I know they're selling slowly, but this is the main thing that funds the company, is the main set packs, because everything else goes to the DAO. So I want you to remember that. And, we are asking them a lot. And if they burn Chaos Legion, do know it's because Rebellion will be coming out sooner than later. There was a lot of talk about tech modernization, and they had a little part. Let me see, where is it? Down here. Okay, right here, where they talked about Splinterlands app versus the mobile browser. So here's the truth. There's never going to be a really good Splinterlands app. And the reason for that is because Apple and Google both gatekeep their store too much and have too much of a fee that it just doesn't work very well to have it in there. So once they get the tech modernization in, they're just going to have the game run really well on the browser, and then you're going to just be able to go ahead and play it in the browser on your phone. I don't think a lot of players will have a problem with that, and so hopefully that's an okay answer for people. All you have to really do is make a bookmarked pin to your phone, and bam, you'll just be able to open it up and play it well on the phone. That's really the best way for them to do it, because that's the easiest way for them to get around anybody trying to block any of the functionality or steal some of the money that they make doing this for us in the game. So that was that. What else? Anything else we want to talk about here? Nope. And there was no Nate, so no eye candy, which was sad. No eye candy, guys. I'm sorry I've missed these. I'm going to try to get a little bit more regular on doing them. I know that some people like a kind of a quicker, 12, 13-minute breakdown of what was really said. You did have Bribo come in at the beginning, and he talked a little bit about the fact that what's coming out in tomorrow's release, but at the same time he said you can't hold me to it at all. That was a little weird. What's coming out tomorrow, you should be able to come out and tell us, but they just are working on so much right now that I think he was a little bit dicey on whether or not certain things would be ready. It really seems like they're getting close on text modernization, and that is the last piece really to get in place for them to go ahead and really finish up on the land build. Let's see. Don't forget, get your name on the post here. We'll go ahead and do our spins now to pick our 2 winners. All right. Spin number 1. I'm doing 2 winners because I missed at least 1 week since my last. Oh, is Dave the Great going to pull it, or is it going to go to Say Die? Dave the Great. He is a normal viewer of my Splinterlands TV stream. He probably will be a little bit surprised to see this coming in because I've been a little AFK in the YouTube world. Go ahead and send that out. And then we'll go back to the wheel. We'll remove Dave. And we'll spin it again. Let's see if we get a regular viewer or one of the new names that seems to pop up on the giveaway posts. Oh, Herc. Herc I have seen before, but don't know if I see you catching me on Splinterlands TV. If you want a chance to win that Rooney, you are going to have to watch on Splinterlands TV to get all the tickets that will be available, and I will have more coming up on that very soon. All right, so those giveaways are done. One other fun thing to talk about. Look who's in Modern Champion. Not too bad, not too bad. I sent out this tweet a little while ago. I have become just a modern player, renting out my wild cards. I totally burned through my ECR today to try to make it to champion with 6 days left. I'm just going to sit here at an advance right now. I forgot to hit the advance button earlier. Dun, dun, dun. And let ECR recharge, and then I'll collect this reward probably, I don't know, 12, 13, 14 hours tomorrow, just to give this a little bit to go up, and then I'll start my first quest in the Champion League at about 5 days left. That's not too bad. This is definitely sooner than I was doing it in Wild, so I think moving to Modern was the right move for me. I'm more competitive here. I haven't had a great season win rate wise. I'm not going to lie, I'm just under 50%, which is actually pretty bad by, not by much, by 6 games. I had a horrid run like 2 days ago. It was just terrible, and I just haven't recovered from then. Since then, I've been winning a little bit more than losing, but definitely people who think that we shouldn't be rewarded for 50% rates, you got to come up here and champion and live the life of plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, minus 30, minus 30, plus 10, plus 10, minus 30. Because it's very, very frustrating. And also, when you look at me now, I'm the 75th ranked player. That means there's only 75 players better than me right now in the game in Modern. But more than that, it's like when I'm playing, I'm constantly playing the top maybe 150 players in Modern. That's hard to win a lot against. And so I get it. If you're playing in Bronze and Silver, you could probably pull 60-70% win rates playing against a lot of those low-level bots and those low-level people. But you come up here and you battle the Archmage bot, and you join and you battle the bot that we're not supposed to talk about. No, I don't know. There might be another, non-open sourced bot out there that people don't have access to that is supposed to be very, very good at this game. I'm not cool enough to be in that club yet. And so, this is what I'm fighting all day because I started to play the game myself. I have noticed I stepped away from Archmage because of the cost. If they lower the cost a little bit, I could see myself going back to it to see if it can get me around the same rewards, because a little bit of the fact that my content production has been down has been because I've been playing the game so much. It's not that I don't like that. It's just it's hard to do both. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you very soon about those proposals, because those are a doozy.